Okay, this is my second test. I replaced the low charge side battery with another one that's pretty good shape. All these batteries are in good shape. Here's the charge battery, low side, run battery, high side, run battery, high side. These are in series for 24 volts. And I have a voltmeter over here across the low side charge battery. This 50 milliamps is what is going from the booster output. Here's that drawing again. Here's the booster output. Here's the positive, so I have an ammeter on this going to the positive of the high side battery right here. And it's only 50 milliamps, which is interesting, as I always say. So what I've done a lot different than yesterday is before I had the voltage setting on this, what it puts out in voltage, at 26.5 volts. But I turned that down to 24.5. And I adjusted the current thing here, but it didn't really do much. Didn't make any difference. There's a current potentiometer on this booster and a voltage, but so uh-oh, look at this. See, it's dropping down. What's going on? There's a loose connection there, I guess. So anyways, it's 60 milliamps going in there now. So, and the charged low side battery just went up a 0.67 to 0.68. That's good. Yesterday it was totally different. So like I said, the big change I made was setting the voltage output to 24.5 volts, not 26.5. Now, if I just run this off a 12 volt battery, it draws 220 milliamps, just for reference. Okay, so now I'm going to change where the ammeter is not coming out of the booster to the positive of the 24 volt high side batteries, but coming out of the low side battery, it's positive going to the booster. I wonder what that is. I believe yesterday that was 1.2 amps, and it was really sucking down this battery badly. But now this battery seems real stable. So I'm going to put it on pause and hook up the ammeter from the low side battery positive to the booster input positive right here. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, way different than yesterday. Here is the amperage, 200 milliamps to 190 milliamps. Coming out of the charge battery to power the booster. That gets boosted up to 24.5 volts. The 12 volts here going in gets boosted up to 24.5 volts, and there's about 60 milliamps of current entering this. So let's put the ammeter somewhere else. Let's put the ammeter from the positive of the battery to the load of the motor. Okay, it says 190 milliamps. That's what's feeding the motor from the 24 volts, and the motor's in the split, the positive thing. So yesterday, I know this will be the same as this. What's coming in is also the same amps going out. Where else can I put the ammeter? This is so much different than yesterday. Yesterday, coming here was 1.2 amps going into the booster. Coming out of the booster up to the positive was 370 milliamps. And however, the load of the motor still is like around 200 milliamps or so. Same as yesterday. So lowering that voltage that feeds the high side, lowering that voltage, it comes out of the booster to 24.5 instead of 26.5 really makes a difference. The draw is going down a little bit, and notice the charged low side batteries dropped now. So let's, and it's still dropping that low side battery charge. Let's see what the voltages are in other places. All I'm measuring now is across the charge battery. Okay, 1 minute. Here is the voltage across the high side. The 24 volts, the two batteries in series. The voltage across these two is 24.61. And I set the booster at 24.5, so I guess that's steady. Let's see what the voltage is across the motor from here to here. What the voltage is across the motor. Sorry, I left the camera on there, but what I did is I got this battery here, which is not so good, but I'm going to shoot the flyback into it. I have a voltmeter across it just to make sure I have the polarities and connections right with the diode. It's very simple. I put one part of the diode onto the drain of the MOSFET, the middle pin of the MOSFET, and then the ground, I have a common ground that goes to the ground of the battery. So as soon as I hook this up, I'll be shooting flyback, back EMF, whatever, into this battery, and the voltage is going to go up. And you can hear the motor lugging a little bit. Went up and draw quite a bit. But I'm not going to worry about that now. There's ways you're supposed to do this. You put it into a cap first, and then dump the cap while it's floating, while it's decoupled into there, but I'm just going to do it straight. So here's the charge battery, and I'm going to take the ground and put it on the ground of the charge battery. Oh my God, what was that about? Uh-oh, something's burning up. Okay, I guess I'll call it a day. Thanks for watching.